Good afternoon, my fellow Kenyans. I'm Benard Motari, aka Wamahindi. Because my profession, I like maize wherever that I see it. Not that I have the scandals of maize, but that is what has nurtured me to be where I am. So I'm happy, and also I say hi to all those guys who are roasting maize in our towns, in our roadsides. I like that business because it made me to be known, it made me to know one another, it made me to nurture my education. So I like that business very much. Now, besides that, I like politics because I like the realities. Some few days I had seen our deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, telling people who are in Gishu County about the Vision 2030, how they are preparing for the young generation, how they are initiating the vocational, so that we have competent youths. The age between 30 and 40, that was what he was saying. In fact, I want to say that one is PL, flat lie, that the deputy is lying to Kenyans. Why am I saying that? In fact, we had the Millennium Summit that was done in the year 2000 among the United Nations, UN for those who like short forms. And these Millennium Development Goals were 8, whereby they were speculated that between the year 2000 and 2015, all those nations which are the families of United Nations actually will meet whatever that they had said. It is very unfortunate that the majority have not been met. And let me tell fellow Kenyans like this: let us stop politics, let us stop politicking contentious issues that we are supposed to solve at our capacity. For example, number one, to ensure that poverty has been eradicated and hunger. That's point number one. But when we see the Kenyans that are living, poverty is almost number one. Let me read those points because I have them. Number two, achieve universal primary education. We have some areas, especially the Rift Valley and the coast regions, whereby the children cannot be able to access the school. They don't have classrooms. They don't have teachers. Insecurity is very high. So how can we achieve universal primary education when we don't have all those things? That's point number two. Point number three, we have to promote gender equality and empower women. This one is a very critical point. Gender equality. How equality is this when we see the CSS are the old youths with papers cannot be given to be cabinet secretaries, they cannot be given to be ambassadors. The women empowerment, women were given the position of women rep, but they have misused it. They have turned the position of the women rep, which was part of empower women. Now they are advertising the cavasias, the puts, and all those shits that you see in the streets. That's what the women are doing. Instead of empowering them, you see what they are doing in the streets. You see all those competitions. You see, in fact, I don't think that one was properly speculated. Another point, to reduce child mortality. This one is a dilemma, a complete dilemma. see the Bumwani, see Mamarusi, see Mbagathi, see our health facilities. The infants dies at a very high rate. So this point, we have not achieved that one point blank. Another point, we have improved maternal health. How can maternal health being improved when we see mothers suffering? Honestly, go to the outpatient wings, see the pregnant mothers, how they are suffering, see the conditions that our mothers are giving birth. In fact, you cannot talk something like that when you are seeing whatever that is taking place in our country. Another point, we have a combat HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other diseases. This one is a dilemma also. Where HIV stroke AIDS cases are very rampant until our people now, they are seeking refuge of cancer, which is not the case. In fact, if you properly screen our Kenyan people, almost, if not half, a quarter of the Kenyans are sick. People are under therapy, they are taking drugs, ARVs. Now when the blood now becomes, there is a time when the drugs will not work anymore. It's when now these people are sought to go overseas, abroad, to change blood. And then at the end of the day, because of, HIV AIDS is a stigmatized disease that is known of being immoral. That is it. So they hide. And by so doing, they should seek refuge of cancer, because cancer, it has been known for quite some years now. And then we have malaria. If you go to the villages, sometimes our people fails us. You are given insect-treated mosquito nets, and then you use the same net to fence your garden kitchen, kitchen garden, which is actually not good. And if health professionals will meet you, you will face the consequences. Another point, we have to ensure environmental sustainability. How can we influence or ensure environmental sustainability when Murukomen is with the Mau people, when we know that Mau is in fact is the large catchment area for rainfall, animals, and all that. So when these people are tampering with the Mau forest, and yet we are seeing leaders protecting these people, that because they are our people, now let us protect them. Which environmental sustainability are we talking about? That one is a flat lie also. And the last point is a global partnership for development. And this is where the problem is. Money has been allocated to construct maybe dams, the likes of Kimware and Arol dams, but you see what happened. The guys pocketed money. Not even the tractor had never done excavation and everything. So there's no way out we can do this global partnership for development when there is a lot of corruption. So before His Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, runs for Vision 2030, first and foremost, let them make sure that the 8 Millennium Development Goals, which was, the summit was held in the year 2015, minus 31, there's nothing like that. So I can't support the 2030. Those are something that we are told so that in case of anything, we elect somebody. No, let us call a spade a spade. What about our Millennium Development Goals? How about poverty? How about maternal child health? How about universal? In fact, if you talk of education, parents are investing heavily in their kids. You brought the competence, competence-based curriculum and all those things. Meaning that the education that we went is not the education. Now you have brought competence. And then parents are forced, in fact, to buy the books and all those things. Parents are paying fees for their kids. If we have a Kenyan child, when we talk of universal primary education, it means regardless of which school, regardless of which state, regardless of which situation, a Kenyan pupil can enjoy all this. Honestly, during the Jubilee regime, the Jubilee promised Kenyans that within 100 days, they will issue the Kenyan kids with laptops. Within 100 days. I'm waiting. They had said that for them to support the co-curricular activities, they will construct the stadiums. I hope Kenyans now they are enjoying the stadiums, which was in fact lauded by our Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Then we had something to do with mega water dams, so that they can facilitate irrigation, animals can get water, plants will be irrigated to have this food security. See where the man of dams went. We have a very